Greetings. I know it's been a while. In fact, I think the last time uh, I even recorded Hearthstone or whatever, anything I guess, was November, and it's almost Valentine's Day at this point. Oh boy. I I've just been busy. November and December were holidays, so my work was flooded, and I just didn't have any any like too much stress, overworking, etc., etc. Yes, I know I'm playing Paladin. I never thought I would, and over the past month or two, I have regretted disenchanting my Paladin cards way back when. I despised the class then, so in a fit of rage, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was that. And now with starting January, I'm back in school, so there's all that stuff. Also, lately we've been understaffed in my department. So, fewer people having to do the same amount of work total, it gets on our nerves, of course. Today I had to do the job of, I'm going to say 3 people.
I will fight with honor.
Solo. Luckily for me, and by luckily I mean this pretty much never happens, the managers understood my situation and had sympathy. So much so that an entire department went pretty much out of their way to help me catch up for about half an hour. They did a decent job for people who haven't really done those tasks, as far as I can tell. Stop choosing. Also, yeah, since I don't think any of you have seen this deck, this is a Cthulhu-based boost Pali. I figured it was an interesting combo. Or synergy, rather. I didn't even realize I had a turn 1. What the heck? Man, I'm out of it. Today was so draining. Ooh. Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
This deck is pretty much where I'd like it. Off the top of my head, I can't think of too many. Darn it, he's smart. I can't think of too many cards that I would want to switch out. We'll see. There's a new expansion. Sorry about that. There's a new expansion that I'm sure most of you have heard at least a teeny bit of news about. And to put it simply, at least for those who haven't heard, we're getting an entire set devoted to dinosaurs. As a kid, I had no interest in Jurassic Park. I had no interest in Land Before Time. the dinosaur movie for the Ice Age saga that was the first one that I didn't see. Nowadays, I like them. I find them interesting. And speaking of, hello there. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure how they'll get the dinosaur theme to get into all the classes. Druid, Hunter, maybe Shaman, I can see. Warrior, I can see, like, not necessarily as the creatures themselves, but like, what? Oh. Like, with Alex Jones' champion. That kind of thing, where it's, I think one of my friends called it a mount, sort of thing. I'm sure he knows immediately what that is. However, given the card back, I don't know if he's that new. Because he's playing that legendary and he already knows about the counterfeit coin. And, oh, this guy doesn't have a theme, I'm noticing. Which is weird because I guess that itself would be a theme. So he would summon a 2/2, which is fine. Oh! No, too much mana. Or, yeah. I'm just gonna...
For justice.
No, I'm not gonna heal for 2. That'd be stupid. Yeah. This Paladin deck I would like to work. I can see it maybe up to like 16 or so. My Hunter deck that I've built, I might showcase in a different video. Probably not today though. I can see it getting to maybe 14 or so. Maybe, yeah, 14 probably. Druid, I don't know. My Jade Yogg Druid. If I had to put out a number now, I'd say 12, I guess. Which isn't that bad. At all. Actually, that might be too much. 13. 14. Depending on how lucky my... Talk about value. Ooh, someone else who runs that. No. Good taste. What? What? Oh. So this guy just finds cards that he likes and puts them into a deck. Okay, one of those. Alright. Oh, now you show up.
Reporting for duty. Job done.
Okay, so this is a Jade deck. However, it also has some random cards. Interesting.
None may steal our seed. The best. For justice. Reporting for duty.
I don't think I could have played that turn better. Ooh! Ow! Ow! Oh, that's nasty. I'm gonna go down to 23.
For justice. I got the best deals anywhere.
Oh dear. Oh good. And so it begins. Oh. Okay.
Knows what secrets of the feast of souls. Incredible.
What? But yeah, it was already a 9-9. The heck? It was already a 9-9. Where was the boost? I really wish this thing had a scroll bar. Might as well.
Almost out of cards.
Good.
I'm out of cards.
Apparently computers aren't good at math. I am shocked. Utterly shocked. Every single one of my paladin wins is with this very deck. And I don't even play that often. Got about, I'd say 78% plus record with this one.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor. Job's done.
Let's see, things to discuss. So apparently apparently Magic the Gathering they're wanting to put less emphasis on the modern format. Which, for those who don't know, basically anything from uh, I want to say 2008 onwards is a-okay. I think that's the gist. I'm gonna look up real quick. I was not prepared. My mind's blanking really intensely right now. I'll get back to you, I suppose.
Do you hear its call? Listen closely.
Ah, yes. Ooh, that's a bad, yeah, I don't think that page is supposed to look that way. Interesting. What? Really? The heck, man. Not gonna bother with the True Silver or Smuggler's Run. Okay, I have been telling people the wrong thing. 2003. Basically anything from mid 2003 onwards, from 8th edition onwards. So, original Ravnica, uh, well, actually from original Mirrodin onwards. Still nothing. Sure. Yeah. Granted, basically, that's about half, I'd say, half the library of, sure, I need board presence. Half the library of Magic the Gathering. Um, they're saying that since in professional tournaments, the same decks are being used over and over. It's a stale format, yada yada. It's boring. Because of that, since there hasn't been much innovation seen at the top levels. Ugh. Oh, this is terrible. Yuck. I'm gonna have to. Sure. Because of that, they are removing Modern from their professional level tournaments. And with that, they also said they wanted to focus, rather than sets that have been around for almost a decade and a half, focusing on cards that are much more recent. If I had to put a guess, maybe like 2012 onwards, I guess. And so, with them trying to be more with the now, I guess, a lot of people are complaining and saying that Modern is dead. On a competitive level, I don't, like, I am way below the clouds. I am on the ground floor. I do not see what happens in competitives. I find, like, unless they show what the card is that they're playing or that they're talking about, if they, like, if you're watching a game like this or whatever, and let's say they'll have an Azure Drake off to the side when someone casts it, for people who aren't used to the game to see. I like seeing that. If it's just basically no hand, or maybe a little bit of a hand in the field, I might not know what these effects are for cards that I have never seen because they existed before I came in, or they're from a set that I'm for certain not familiar with. Like Kamigawa. I have no idea what's in there except that there's a whole bunch of legendaries. Or, yeah, legendaries. And so, I guess from an outsider's perspective, whoop-de-doo. I'm sure your friends that you play Modern with every Friday, every Saturday, whatever, I'm sure they'll still have some fun decks to verse you with. Granted, I can imagine as someone who sees Hearthstone tournaments on occasion, I can understand that getting rid of an entire format, kind of like what Blizzard did silently with Wild, I can see that causing a little bit of an uproar. However, continuing on with this Hearthstone analogy, let's say, decks that are seen everywhere are considered to be invasive to the format, cancerous to the format, divisive, annoying, boring. I want someone to show me a tournament or a top 8 that didn't involve Freeze Mage. You show me a tournament that no one brings Freeze Mage to, I will show you a non-professional level tournament. Everyone and their mothers. Yes, this is a little bit of built-up rage. Everyone runs Freeze Mage. It is boring as heck for me to watch. In my opinion, Freeze Mage is the OG Aviana Alexstrasza combo. Or rather, Aviana Alexstrasza Kun as the new one. The new triarchy. Or trio, I guess. Yes, there are decks that are boring, that are seen everywhere. That ordering sucked. You will always see control decks. You will always see aggro decks. You will always see, well, usually there will be some form of tempo or mid-range. One of those two. I do not understand the logic behind this is polymorph, isn't it? Oh! I'm okay with that, I think. Still a 12-12. Oh, now it's a 24-24. GG. There will always be styles of decks in various card games. It's just the nature of card games that aren't poker. or Uno. Granted, with modern being, I'll just say, for terms of this scenario situation, with it being banned, gone from existence, hidden behind the smoke, I am interested, although not having much experience deck theory crafting. I am interested in the Frontier format. Might sound random. In the letter that Wizards of the Coast, Wizards, WOTC, in their letter explaining the removal of Modern, they also mentioned that they were trying to be more current, having newer sets so that fresh players would be able to incorporate themselves easily, as opposed to Modern, where, from what I've been told, their main decks, their Freeze Mage Control Warrior. I'm fine with Control Warrior, by the way. It's okay. As far as that, apparently everything is from, like, basically the beginning of Modern. Like, the beginning sets. And they've supposedly never have a need to improve the decks, because all the cards they need are from those sets. And they've been bonkers. Yes, Wizards has a ban list for Modern. Those cards are rarely hit. The Frontier format is brand new. I'm talking 2014 to now. Oh. Ho ho ho. Interesting. There isn't a ban list for Frontier, mainly because the set concept itself hasn't even been around for half a year. Oh, thank goodness I didn't have True Silver. If they are legitimately removing Modern, I would want to see at least a slight emphasis, or what? This could be interesting. I bet he didn't think about that. Anyways, sorry. Sidetrack. My goodness. Brain, please. Oh. Man. Okay, this works. This works. I can do this to that. Slide. Yeah. Actually, wait, yeah, better. This is what I originally thought. Pretty sure. That was some interesting calculations. Anyways, once again, Frontier. I really like that name. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, if they are getting rid of Modern, I want them to at least test the waters, because Frontier is similar to Tiny Leaders in that it's a subset of a giant card pool that is enjoyed and played by a small set of Magic the Gathering players. However, so Tiny Leader's small version of Commander. Frontier, small version of Modern. But with Frontier, from what I can think off of my head, just from the past sets, I can imagine it being tempo or mid-range, perhaps control oriented. Sure, there's some nice aggro. Completely forgot Flame Strike was a card. My brain is just dead. Glad it got that killed though. I can see Frontier being a healthier format. Especially since, as I said, 2014. For those who actually know the sets, M15. I know the numbers are weird there, but it works. M15 onwards. With those cards, it's a much smaller amount compared to Modern. And so, there's not any real, hey, these 10 cards really synergize with each other over these 20 sets. I'm lucky enough to find these. It's like, hey, I guess these cards work. Let's see if we can figure out how to make it better. Sorry, bad wording. Completely no script. Just trying to speak my brain. There's a lot more to meddle with, to mix. Like, there's so many doors that we can go to. This door leads to hyper aggro. This door leads to +1/+1 counter abuse. This door leads to cycling through cards like no one's business. Please work. Please work. Thank goodness. Effigy though? No. Nuke the 5/5? Or nuke with the 5? No. That's Dark Trap. Yeah, so there's a lot to discover. That's the word. There's a lot to discover. It's a brand new format, and it's, as far as I can tell, it's so under the radar Wizards of the Coast hasn't really been able to tell if this idea is even, like, abusive to the system, whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this game, but I don't care.
Justice.
Heck, as far as I can tell, Standard itself has been, once again, seen from an outsider's, from a casual's perspective. Standard has been a bit, eh. They had to make an emergency ban within the, or to make an emergency ban at one time, and less than 3 weeks later, about less than 3 weeks later, everyone instantaneously decided to switch to this one specific deck. I do not remember the stats exactly. I believe that it is a 2/3 cat monkey or cat beast. Whew! Almost healed the water elemental. I keep forgetting that thing doesn't heal face guaranteed. Yeah, so there was this Planeswalker, this super powerful card, and basically you could use an ability while keeping it alive to move a card from your battlefield, I think from your battlefield, pull it outside of the game, and then bring it back. And then this cat beast monkey thing. I'm dead. Don't care. This has been a downside video. Whatever. With the cat, when it enters the battlefield, with the Planeswalker thingy, you move a copy of, you make a copy of a creature you have. So you get the copy, and this copy gains the as if you were to play the actual card for free. So when it enters the battlefield, this cat thingy, it says, bring whatever outside of the battle, or from your battlefield, outside, back to the battlefield. That's what it was. So you bring the Planeswalker back. Planeswalker enters, you can use the duplicating ability again. Basically, long story short, infinite 3/2 or 2/3 cats. Infinite. Infinite. There are not that many board wipes right now in standard format. And you can pull off this combo. Granted, having the right cards, you can pull off this combo on turn 4. Infinite cats on turn 4. Granted, that's the earliest. But here's one of the reasons why I personally am salty about this. Also, this will probably be the last game for the video. Ooh, I didn't realize the verses actually spun away. Priest. I haven't gotten the coin this entire video, I just realized. Pretty sure. Do we keep Disciple? Do we keep Disciple? This is probably Dragon Priest. No, I need something better. The reason why I am salty about this deck, aside from, yeah, infinite combo, is this. Oh, maybe I should have kept it. From what I've been told and from the deck lists that I myself have seen that have been popularized, he's gonna waste his whole turn. Well, he'll draw a card, that's about it. How the deck is built. You have a full set of those cards, or maybe like 3 of each, max of 4, for those who don't know. And everything else is either ramp, because they might play a few ramp cards, which I'm honestly a bit okay with. But the vast majority is Freeze Mage. You stall for the entire beginning of the game, waiting for those perfect cards, waiting for your combo pieces to enter your hand. I'm not entirely sure of how many people know this about me. I might have mentioned this a few times in other videos. I'm not certain. You know by now that my brain's rotten at this point. Something's happened to me. I don't know what. But Freeze Mage and Miracle Rogue. Those decks, I wish would leave Hearthstone. Mainly Freeze Mage. But might be with Miracle Rogue. Miracle anything really. I guess combo decks you could say. Is the reliance on a few specific cards in order to win. Now, for those of you who have actually been following me, following my videos, you may recall I ran Grim Patron. To those who didn't, yes, I ran Grim Patron Warrior. I am not ashamed. Because I did not need Grim Patron to run that deck. It was nice. It was a nice inclusion. That is the difference between Miracle / combo and the Grim Patron archetype. Yes, it did end up getting nerfed. I am a teeny bit salty about that. However, since then, I have paid careful attention to the cards that they put out. And with those lists, I can see from a development standpoint that unnerfed Warsong Commander would have been a detriment to the game. Would have been horrible. There are so many 3-attack or 2-attack minions that would have been busted. Imagine someone charging out, what is it, Tiny Rat? The Junk Rat 2/6? Imagine someone charging that out. I feel like that's annoying. Granted, they're probably going to get, let's say on average, a 4/4 out of that. A 4/4 from their hand for free. Cool. But you're putting out a free 2/6. With taunt, mind you. Like, you're getting it basically a turn early with its charging. Do I want to pay that? Yeah, gotta. Um, and then there's just all these other things. Oh wow. Yeah. Sure. Sure. So with the Grim Patron, the ones you kind of needed was Warsong Commander, because that's what got you your speed, your power, your tempoiness. Dragon Priest. I might return to Dragon Priest. Because yeah, it's a nice tempo mid range. Somewhere around there.
None may steal our secrets. Follow me.
You needed Warsong Commander, um, Ravishing. No, well, yeah, the Ravishing Ghoul, if I remember the name correctly, the 1/3 Death Rattle Whirlwind. Um, it was a nice inclusion for having a casual turn 2 or 3 play. The Frothing Berserker, that was close to necessary, although heck, everyone gets one. Wow. Wow, that was... Huh. I have to be impressed by that. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die soon. Oh well. This is a nice video in my opinion. I want like one game out of these, I think. Maybe. But oh well. Yeah. There are healthy decks out there. There are cruel decks out there. But there will always be healthy and cruel decks. As I mentioned, that's just how this gaming format works. I'm not gonna buy with gold, I don't think, if I can help it. Because normally I like to do when I have 300 or more. But I've already put in a few for one. Sure. Nah. I'll just do 100. This hurts me a little bit, mainly because I don't play much, but I'll figure things out. Also, credit cards, kind of not that good right now. As in, I've got a new one. This card alone makes me wonder how the heck, like, Taunt Warrior didn't rise up, and this a bit too. But maybe that's a low level deck. This one's nice. If I run Jade Shaman, I will consider running this card. This one's too situational. No, 3 warriors. This card is very nice. Once again, Warsong Commander helps this. Warsong Commander being nerfed helps that card be fine. Be nice. I loved playing Grim Patron Warrior. Does this work? I have to do it this way. Yeah. With this nerfing, Wind Fury with charge for 5 mana. Granted, you would need your Warsong Commander to be out there. Yada yada. This one I can definitely see being a bit played. Especially with Battle Rage being a card. This could have been played. I can see Dirty Rat. That's what it was. Yeah, 2/6 taunt charge for 2. That would have been dangerous. This would have been interesting. Expensive, yes, but with Warrior having 30 armor minimum at any given turn, hey. I don't know if this would have been busted or not. Probably not, but you get my drift. Oh yeah, new cards. Oh, figure that out later. Yeah. Card formats will be broken. Well, not broken, but there will be card formats, cards, deck archetypes that, yeah, they might seem annoying, but you're going to find them everywhere. That's just the name of the game. 1, 2, 3. We just have to live with it, and that is all. Anyways, terribly sorry if I sounded preachy today. Really am. It was just a thought in my head. I came into another thought. How much dust do I have? Yeah, still 1200. Okay. Yeah, let's see. 2 Madame Goyas. I don't want to disenchant my duplicate legendaries. To him. I know he sucks, but he's golden. Yeah, I think he was the reason. No, 2 ID Adis. Yeah, with all these complaints going around, especially in Magic, and I guess some personal annoyances with Hearthstone, I just figured I might as well give my 2 cents or $20, as it turned out to be a lot of wind. Anyways, I'm boring. I'm sorry. This video kind of stinks. I'll try to do better on a different day. Enjoy yourselves, everyone. Live life. It's a fun thing to do.